All right, greetings, Transformers. Dr. Angelo Reynolds Sr. here. I'm live with you guys, and we're back at it again today. I'm hoping that you guys have taken just a minute or two out of your schedule just from yesterday. We began yesterday with the transformational vitamin of how to reinvent yourself. And so we began talking about some of the things that were important to you, for you. You guys sent out information as inquiries and talking about how to reinvent yourself. And I think we go back to some of the reasons why it was important for us to reinvent ourselves. And I've heard a lot of different reasons. If you look at the diagram there, I put me in the middle there because I like to start with me. And I like to start with being accountable for my actions rather than just starting with someone else. So if you look at me in the middle, when I began to reinvent myself, I thought about all the things that were in my way. Look at the arrows that's pointed outside of the circle of me. And the question for me was, how did I begin, or how do I begin to reinvent myself? What things did I have to do to reinvent me? And so when I look at these things, look at the arrows. For me, number one, I had an addiction of alcohol addiction. And so that was number one for me. And when you list these things, you can put them in sequential order of importance or whatever. But for me on the list, the number one thing was alcohol abuse. I had a serious alcohol drinking problem for years. And so to a point where almost self-destructive behavior. And so this is how serious the reinvention of yourself can be, because it can be in your best interest or it can be your worst enemy. And so some of the things there, I got rid of those addictions. I changed my environment. Obviously didn't go around people who were indulging in alcohol. But I began with the end in mind. And that's something that I knew I wanted to do. When you begin with the end in mind, it's about with a starting point. And so how do you see yourself being reinvented? How do you see yourself in a different place? How do you see yourself 50 pounds, 20 pounds, 30 pounds lighter? How do you see yourself sober from an addiction of alcohol or drug abuse? How do you find the perseverance and the consistency to keep going after those setbacks, challenges, and obstacles that readily come your way when you're trying to reinvent yourself? And these are all the things that are part of reinventing yourself, because they're inevitable. And so when we talk about reinventing ourselves, we're talking about mastering the things that have stopped us from reinventing ourselves, overcoming the things that have been in our way to keep us from starting those businesses, starting those educational institutions, those ministries, writing that book, losing weight, getting a new job, putting together your business plan, finding a way to get to the pinnacle level of success for you and your family. And so at the Transformers Academy, it's my goal every week to begin with something that you can use both in your personal and your professional life. And so I come to you from the Transformers Academy, making sure that every week we introduce a new vitamin for you. And I'm hoping that you spend the next couple of days taking a look at and reassessing where you are with your reinvention of yourself. This is just a model. My invention is obviously, my reinvention was obviously different from yours, and likewise, but finding what's in your way and finding a way to tackle and overcome those things. That's what this week's Transformational Vitamin about reinventing yourself is really about. So I'm hoping that you would catch us on Instagram, LinkedIn, all those social medias, and go back and look at these things. I'm on Periscope daily. So send your shout outs to DrAngeloReynolds.com and become a transformer. Follow us, and we'll give you information such as this that can be vital both in your personal and professional life. I'm Dr. Angelo Reynolds Sr., and this is the Transformers Academy. I'm hoping that you will reassess, realign, and redirect where you like to go. Okay? Hopefully those things will pan out for you. We look forward to sharing some time with us. We like to hear from you. Go to DrAngeloReynolds.com and take a look at the webinars and all those things that's available for you. And until tomorrow on Periscope, we'll see you then. Let's begin the reinvention. You can do it. Let's go.